Points per game. He is a stud for the Eagles. Winthrop comes into this afternoon 5-3, and for the Chanticleers 2-4 to start the season. And away we go here from Conway, South Carolina.
Kevin Easley ripped that off his jersey and didn't throw it at you, threw it to you. I don't even know what it is, a money clip.
Yeah, I don't know what he thinks I'm going to do with this. It's nice though, nice little clip or something. I don't know what that is.
I guess he forgot it was on his shorts.
It looks like a money clip is what it looks like. Next time if you want to send some cash over, help you pay for the tuition here, that'd be great. But no, Kelton Talford definitely is going to be the guy that we keep our eye on here for Winthrop. Again, averaging 14 points per game. Along with KJ Doucette. Big time scorer. Nick Johnson as well. And it's Beasley who gets an early start here for the Chanticleers with a three-pointer for the big man.
Love to see that because he had a tough beginning of the game. Finished amazingly well last game, but didn't have a good first half.
And an answer on the other end for the Eagles. Here's the starting five for Coastal Carolina. Kylan Blackman, John Sanders getting the start again. His second start, Jacob Meyer, Kevin Easley who just hit the three. And John Ojiako. And Blackman now with a three. And back and forth, both teams exchanging threes. 6-3 Coastal.
We're watching the University of South Carolina. I think they made 16 or 18 of them last night in a win.
Here's Harrison up top for the Eagles. Doucette. Extra pass in the corner to Claxton. Gives it back to Doucette. He's left open. Steps back and he hits the three. So 4 3-pointers here at the start of this game.
They dared Claxton to shoot it because he's not usually going to look for that. But Doucette hit back-to-backers. Know the scouting report. Know who you can go after and know who you can't.
Here's Sanders running the point again for Coastal Carolina. Coastal in their alternate home black uniforms here this afternoon. Winthrop in the whites. That shot by Meyer, no good, and Claxton with the rebound.
That's what Claxton does. He's more of a defender and a rebounder than a scorer. Just backing off, they're daring him to shoot that.
Yeah, Claxton more of a defensive player for sure, only averaging a couple points per game. Heck of a defensive player though. Jump stop in the lane, bounce pass to the corner. They swing it to Johnson. He's a scorer. Misses this one badly on the backside. Offensive rebound and putback won't go. Another offensive rebound for the Eagles. Talford up and in. Count it.
Very effective around the rim.
Leads the team in scoring. And just to kind of give you a barometer how good this kid is. Again, averaging 14 points per game. He had 19 points on the road at Georgia.
They cut that game to 6 late in the game with about 5 minutes, 6 minutes to go and had a chance to upset the Bulldogs, just couldn't pull it off. But he led them to almost no moral victories, but they played really well.
And they led for a good stretch in the first half of that game as well. Talford with the handoff to Johnson. Sincere McMahon in the game for the Eagles.
Timmerman in there, they get big with
Mark Prosser, the head coach for the Eagles. He's going to go, Nate, at least 9 deep, right?
Yep. That's a great move. Double Talford, make him get rid of it. Oh, that's good defense. I believe that's the first shot.
Well, he subs a lot of players in and out. Sincere McMahon already in the game. We'll see Yoro Diallo at some point, I'm sure. Noah Van Bibber. Alex Timmerman, their big guy who's in the game right now off the bench. Gives him good size, 6'10", 270. Easley rolls in a couple of early buckets for Easley.
Diallo, they get much bigger, but not the points that Kelton Telfer gives them.
There's Diallo in the corner. Gives it back to Doucette.
Timmerman's a big dude, man. He can do his thing inside, knock you out of your position defensively.
Doucette thought about it. Little size advantage on Sanders. Shoots over the top of him, too short. Blackman pulls the trigger on another one and hits his second of the game.
Shots lighting up from downtown. 4 of 5 now. They're not contested. You're going to make more than you're not going to make.
5 3-pointers combined by both teams already here just in the first 4+ minutes. Strong move. We were just talking about him. Alex Timmerman, the grad student, 270 pounds, 6'10". Good touch around the rim as well.
Bucknell, that's with the offhand too. He gets great position, and then that size, little jump hook, he's so wide in the shoulders, it's impossible to stop.
You mentioned a grad transfer from Bucknell, averaged 11.7 rebounds for Bucknell last year. Sanders trying to get on the board. That one rims out. Ojiako trying to fight for the offensive rebound. Players diving for it. The Eagles come away with it. And now 3-on-3 back the other way. Shifting move and the finish by Johnson.
Big time crossover. Mr. Vital used to say, left little, or excuse me, not Vital, left a little laundry on the floor there.
Sanders with the answer on the other end.
Did you say something about defense before we started this thing?
Well, we said both teams can score, and this one was going to be decided by the defense. And Winthrop, to this point, actually has been a very good defensive team.
All right, you got to read the scout report, young people. Johnson's a lefty. He's blown by 2 people left-handed for a layup. Can't let him go left.
Winthrop, as far as defensive numbers go, not only tops in the Big South, but 33rd in the nation in points allowed at just 63 points per game given up.
It's not because they obviously slow the pace down either, because they don't.
Timmerman no good, rebounds down to Easley.
It's because they get in your face and contest every shot.
There's Blackman in the corner, he has 5 points already. Now Sanders resets.
Timmerman's big, but Ojiako's big and a lot quicker. You got to get Ojiako the ball inside.
Meyer jump stop, double team, has to give it up. Shot clock down to 9. Easley with 7. Sanders now with 5. Down to 2, step back 3, on the way and hits it.
Now for a lot of teams, that's not a good shot. Sanders has done that repeatedly at the end of shot clocks, a little step back, and made it.
Sanders with 5, Blackman with 6, Easley with 5 already here for Coastal, and a 2-point lead rather for the Chanticleers. And Doucette trying to answer, misses everything. Gallo trying to save it, can't do it.
Games ago, he had 6 points, 8 rebounds. Last game, he turned it around, 16 points and 10 rebounds, and started off hot today. So one bad game's okay.
Substitutions for Coastal Carolina. Henry Abraham into the game for the first time, replacing John Sanders. And now a turnover. And a layup back on the other end by Kason Harrison, senior guard for the Eagles. Ties the game here at 16.
Harrison slowed down to try to draw the charge. Excuse me, the block, didn't get it, but got the bucket.
Easley jumper, no.
Jimmy
Offensive
Nichols.
rebound by Jimmy Nichols into the game for the first time. And Meyer pays it off with a 3-pointer.
Jimmy Nichols keeps it alive. Best 3-point you can get is on an offensive rebound because our defense is all around the rock, or excuse me, around the rim. Talfer's not going to do a lot out there. He's going to give it up. He gets it on the low block. He's going to do something with it.
Harrison to Claxton. Harrison thought about the 3. Shot clock at 7.
It's smart. They're leaving Claxton alone, and when the ball goes inside.
Blocked by Nichols. Shot clock down to 1, and that's going to be another shot clock violation against Winthrop. As I'm sure many of you know by now, but the son, obviously, of the late Skip Prosser, a terrific coach at Wake Forest, and Xavier, who tragically and suddenly passed away when he was the head coach for the Demon Deacons at Wake Forest. But a terrific guy and has continued the success at Winthrop without a doubt. They did have a down year last year, a very rare losing season, but he's got a lot of guys back and a lot of high hopes for Winthrop again here in the Big South. That runner is missed by Van Bibber. Tipped and away comes Coastal Carolina with the rebound. And a collision on the other end. Jimmy Nichols just ran into Kason Harrison.
Yeah, he tried to get position on the block, and Harrison just got in his way, and he knocked him down. It's a good call. Got to be a little smart and just go run around him. Watch Jimmy Nichols right down the middle, right down there, right in the block. Just knocked him over. Pivot, get position on the block, and go get the ball. Once again, when Talford gets it up there, he's probably not going to do a whole lot with it. He goes to work when it's below the foul line, where they got a mismatch now. Got Meyer on Talford.
Van Bibber, no good. Offensive rebound, though, and reverse layup is good by McKelvey. Xavier McKelvey, a sophomore from Charlotte, had 11 points off the bench against Bob Jones University, but only averaging a couple points per game. But again, we were talking about this, Nate. I mean,
Other big guys there, black shirts on. Somebody else has to help them out.
John Sanders comes back in. Meyer is out for Coastal Carolina. You mentioned Ian Granja into the game for the first time. That one tipped out by Nick.
He's too big not to be a good rebounder. 6'7", 200 pounds. Put your butt on somebody and get a board.
Harrison guarded by Sanders. Underneath to Talford. This is what you were talking about, Nate, doing his work inside the free throw line. Gets it back, blocked again. Doucette put back, won't go, and a foul against Coastal Carolina.
Double team with two guys much bigger than he is. He still got them both off.
Doucette misses the first. He's a D2 school in Georgia, but he's a conference player of the year last year. Averaged 17 points and 5 rebounds a game. He's actually a D2 HBCU All-American last year.
Now the players, are just not rebounding with an urgency. They're going up and touching the ball, but you got to go up and want the ball. I mean, they're bigger than Winthrop. They may not be stronger than Winthrop, but they got to go up and go get it. Winthrop is playing much, much harder than the shots are on the glass. 13-6 on the glass in favor of Winthrop. 13-6. That's effort.
Doucette backs his way in. Quick spin move and lays it in to give Winthrop the lead.
Well, if you play against Talford every day in practice, you learn how to do your thing inside, and Talford's good at it, and everybody else is as well.
Sanders double team for a moment, has to get rid of it. Now down to Ojiako. Can't get it to go, but Nichols able to get a couple of fingers on it and tip it in.
Great job by Jimmy Nichols to anticipate the miss. Great rebounders think every shot's going to miss. Go get it.
Back and forth. Coastal with a 1-point lead. Second game in a row. Tough one here for Coastal. Able to outlast USC Upstate a couple nights ago in overtime. Abraham to Sanders. Nichols spin move off the glass. Nice shot.
Before Jimmy Nichols caught the ball, he knew that he had a mismatch in size with Sincere McMahon on him, and he just caught it and laid it up. No dribble, no nothing. Oh, that's a walk. Drag that pivot foot.
Yeah, McMahon came to a sliding stop. Talford again underneath, blocked. Blackman able to save it.
3 guys around him that time. They're not going to give him an easy one. I don't blame them.
Whistle underneath and a foul on Winthrop.
I'd say this. Walk back. Did you in practice? Just walk away, come back. Boom.
And Ojiako knocks in the first. That's a good free throw shooting. Coastal was 21 of 31 from the free throw line. Ojiako 1 of 2 here, but tipped out by Nichols.
Nichols got his hands on a lot of balls on the offensive boards.
The effort that Jimmy has been playing with now in 3 consecutive games for Coastal, they got to love it, Nate. And that one's banked in and good by Ojiako.
Off the glass.
And you know another thing he did that I know you love? None of this going up and down business. He just went straight up with it and banked it in.
Straight up and in.
I know you love that.
Big, strong shoulders. Don't bring it down so the 6'3" guys can knock it out of your hands.
Don't mess around. Just go. Just go. I can literally see the steam come out of your ears when they do that.
Absolutely.
Layup was short, but the follow good by Doucette. Doucette's such a good player. Great size, 6'7", 230, averaging 12 points per game.
Harrison is quick to the rim off the dribble. Oh, look at his fake. Oh, good shot, just didn't make it. You're right, Jimmy Nichols playing with a lot of effort.
Johnson in the corner. Gets it out to Sincere McMahon.
Without Claxton in there, there's 5 guys that can score on the floor now for Winthrop.
McMahon, quick trigger, and hits a big 3 for the Eagles.
You can see Warren Gill, assistant coach, standing up. You got to get out the shooters. Run them off that line. Don't dare them to shoot. You read the scouting report. Run them off the line.
And a foul against Coastal Carolina. They're going to say that he caught Ducetino, who's now the head coach at St. John's. And basically what happened was we heard the story when we were doing some games down there in the Charleston Classic on you and I moved over to Sirius XM for that week. And we heard that basically he got recruited over.
He was up there for a visit and saw online that they signed another guard in his spot.
Yeah.
So he said, not for me.
And the Shauna Clears and Coach Benny Moss were like, hey, thank you very much. We'll take him.
Absolutely.
So great get for Coastal for sure. And Meyer, as a freshman, participating already. Boy, the Eagles so good.
To the shots, but he outfought a guy 6 inches bigger than him.
2-point lead for Coastal, under 7 minutes to go here in the first half.
Offensive rebound is all about want more than size. It's all about, you just got to want to go get it.
There's Sanders in the corner. Guarded by McMahon. Now Easley. Sanders with 7. Spins in the lane and traveled.
They got stuck.
Well, that was 2 really good moves by Sanders, a jump stop and a drop step, but you can't do them both at the same time.
That's exactly correct.
Yeah, that's illegal.
And you're right, it was 2 good moves.
Look good, just can't do them back to back.
Split them up, one time, one the next.
Timmerman back in the game. This kid is so good.
Too easy.
6'10", 270, and terrific touch. He had a big game against Georgia.
Yeah, Kevin Easley let him get the ball on the block. When he does, he's too big and too strong. You can't let him have that spot. You got to take it away from him and make him go somewhere else to get the ball.
Yeah, we were watching him in that game against Georgia. I mean, he looked like he belonged at that level.
Oh, yeah, against 6'10" guys that are big-time athletes.
Yeah.
He's not the athlete, but, boy, he's effective.
Tie game at 27. Out of bounds off the leg of Casey.
Wofford, that's the next game at Winthrop. Thinking ahead.
Blackman just hit another one. He has 3 field goals and now 8 points for the game.
Got some new kicks on, too. Got some royal blue Under Armours. I like them. A little silver on there. Stepping up a shoe game.
Johnson, Talford. Forced up a shot, gets it back. Another offensive rebound. Blocked again. Meyer up strong. Can't get it to go. Nichols with the tip. No. And
all you hope for as a coach is they keep going like this. Shots in his zone now. Don't change the way they're officiating. If it's going to let him play the whole game. Shots in his zone. You got to get the shooters.
McMahon from deep. He will absolutely hit those. Leads the team in threes. 16 coming into this afternoon.
38% from out there. You can't dare him to make one.
He's got 2 already. And Winthrop now with a 1-point lead. Meyer, no good, too strong. Here's McMahon again. Guarded by Sanders.
You can back off him now. Oh, nice play.
Poked away by Easley to the other end.
That's McMahon with a big-time quick advantage, but Easley with the great hands, and then gets back to play defense.
And a little bump on the defensive end. Just over 4 minutes left here in the first half. Big South against the Sun Belt tonight. And again, Timmerman with the touch, banks that one in.
Anytime there's a defender on him, smaller than him, he's going to go with the jump hook, and it's an unstoppable shot. I'm telling you, you got to take that spot away from him. Easier said than done, but you got to try to do that.
We've had 11 lead changes in this game. Will this be 12? No, too short. And
now, Coach Prosser. That's where you want to let him catch it.
Timmerman, quick underneath, finishes and gets the.
You got him where you wanted him. You got him 6 feet off the block, and you let him spin for a layup, and an and one.
And now Winthrop with a 4-point lead. Ojiako banging against Timmerman, shoots over the top and missed it. Claxton with the rebound. Doucette, strong move in the lane, lays it in.
Winthrop is going from three-point line to rim, maybe because you're fatigued. But if you talk, you're exacting in who you're guarding. If you don't talk, nobody knows who you're guarding.
When you just want some peace and quiet on the bus,
of course.
Can't get him to shut up, huh? Meyer gives it up to Blackman. Now to Nichols. Back to Ojiako against Timmerman. It's been a fun matchup to watch. 4 seconds on the shot clock, and this time Ojiako elevates and shoots over the top of the big man. Great ball movement, and once Ojiako got the ball, everybody went to the weak side to get a rebound. That was an excellent offensive set. Snaps that 7-0 run by Winthrop. Coming up on 2 minutes to play, first half. Claxton fires, misses. Meyer races it down to the other end and walked with it. He wanted to pass it Jimmy Nichols. Jimmy Nichols wasn't looking at him. For Meyer, because what do we talk about all the time with point guards? It oftentimes takes them too long to give it up, right? Yeah. He was trying to do the right thing and pass it early. You are correct. Talford in the corner, Van Bibber in and out. Talford with another offensive rebound for the Eagles. Skip pass, collision between Doucette and Blackman. Chanticleer's come away with it. Meyer off the glass and in. And now Coastal making a little run. Back to within 2, 37-35 with 90 seconds to play. Myers has missed a bunch. It's good to see him see the ball go through the net. Timmerman, little floater in the lane. And it's a completely different way you have to play him. And they're both really effective scorers. Zone for the Eagles. 1-3-1. Get to the corners, that's what's open. Sanders. Too strong on the three, whistle, collision underneath. Harrison at the free throw line, a senior from Beaumont, Texas. And knocks in the first, returning this year, and one of many returners for Mark Prosser and Winthrop. They returned 4 starters and 3 top reserves from last year. That's big. Big South pretty deep as well. Liberty's really good. UNC Asheville's really good. A good friend Barkley Radeball just stepped down at Charleston Southern the other night. Just a minute to go. Strong move. And cannot connect on the first free throw. If they go man, they got Telford and Timmerman in the game. I'd play zone even though Claxton came out, simply because you got 2 really good post scorers. Now they're going man. They can go either way, Telford or Timmerman. Winthrop by 5, 40 seconds left. Stop here, be big, and then a score for momentum for the shots. Timmerman, no way. Oh, wow, has done everything inside and now hits the 3 to go with it. Leading everybody in the building with 11 points. Excuse me. Doucette's got 12. Timmerman with 14 now. His first 11 were all inside, and that one from long range. 10 seconds left. Sanders over to Blackman. Drives baseline, draws the contact, and the foul on Winthrop. Nobody. Blackman can't get it to go, and for Coastal, shooting last year. Best in the Sun Belt. Again with the miss. Talford with the rebound. 4 seconds left for Winthrop. Harrison banks it in at the buzzer. Winthrop Eagles out of Rock Hill, South Carolina, 5-3 on the season. See if the mindset changes defensively for the Shunts, just to play harder. Winthrop's not going to play less hard. They're just not going to do it. Johnson wide open in the corner, in and out on the 3. Rebound tracked down by Meyer. And Meyer all the way to the other end, coast to coast, has it partially blocked, gets it back, no good. Rebound down to the Eagles. Hung with it, Meyer did, just couldn't make the third shot. Missed the first one and the second one. Blocked by Ojiako.
No numbers. Take your time. Get a good shot. Got a good shot last time. They just blocked it.
Bounce pass to Big John. Working baseline against Talford. Has to give it up. Sanders gives it right back to him. What a move by Ojiako, and what a smart play by Sanders. Let him repost and feed the big man again.
That's a big-time play across the lane for a layup. He's got great feet.
3-2 strong. Harrison gets it back. Now Doucette, one of the big scorers for Winthrop. He gives it up. And Harrison too short again on the three. Winthrop shot almost 50% in that first half. Easily against Claxton. And just hammers it in over the top of him.
Alex English used to always say when he was with the low gators, the first thing to do is square up. If the guy defender backs up, shoot it. It's exactly what he did. No fancy moves. Defender backed up, shoot the ball.
Easily coming off his first double-double of the season against USC Upstate. He had 16 points, 10 rebounds. Claxton blocked by Ojiako again. That's a couple of blocks for Ojiako here to start the second half.
Never left his feet
from the field. Sanders.
Oh, that looked good from this angle. We had a great angle, just a touch long. That's his shot, though.
McMahon had a couple back in the first half. That one will not go. Bounces around, and the Chanticleers come away with it. Easily thought about it.
Good fake. That's not his shot. He's been good inside. He's really good inside.
Ojiako against Talford, spins and gets the bounce.
Left-handed. You know, shooters, when they're hot, give him the ball. Well, let me tell you something. He's hot. Give him the rock in the paint.
McMahon turns it. Yeah, no foul, so that is great news, obviously, for Ojiako.
That's a tough one. It looked like he got a lot of other than ball. That's your shooter.
Van Bibber, too short. He has not been able.
Coach Ellis got to make a decision now. Watch the right side. He pushed him a little bit, but they're both pushing each other. The way they called the first half.
Timmerman rips it away, gets it off to Harrison. Sincere McMahon again, and this time he hits it.
Just because he missed one doesn't mean he's going to stop shooting and doesn't mean he's going to miss the next one.
19 threes on the season now for McMahon. He's 3 of 4 here this afternoon. And it's an 8-point lead for the Eagles. Sanders with the answer.
Coach Ellis, I think he's going to go zone to try to protect Ojiako here. He is. No, he's not. I thought he was. Here, because he's got Ojiako, as you said, and easily with 3. So Jimmy Nichols is in for Ojiako now. They might just rotate all 3 of them.
Eagles, 5-point lead for Winthrop. Eagles are 5 and 3 on the season out of the Big South. They've won 4 of their last 5. Their one loss during that stretch was at Georgia. We talked about it earlier. They lost down the stretch 78-69, but led for a big stretch in that game in the first half.
Yeah, that score is not indicative of how close the game was.
Right. Rebounding advantage has been a huge story in this one. Winthrop with a plus 11 advantage on the glass. You can hear the Winthrop Eagle bench telling Johnson shoot it. He missed it. Claxton gets it back. He can't get it to go. Timmerman has it knocked away. They reverse it back to Van Bibber for 3. Claxton tips it to keep it alive.
3 offensive rebounds in this possession.
McMahon gives it up.
The only one.
There's Nick Johnson, the senior out of the Bronx. And
it's got to be.
yeah, you know, we've talked about the free throw shooting woes by the Chanticleers. I don't think anyone's been real hot from the free throw line, any of the teams that we've seen so far.
Dang, it's the basket.
Right on cue. Off the heel. Here come the Chanticleers down 6. Easily against Claxton, working baseline, reverse layup too short, and Claxton with the rebound.
And Jimmy Nichols is the only guy in there to get a rebound when he easily shoots it. Blackman's got to get in there. He's got to put bodies in there. That's what Winthrop does.
Johnson got it by Meyer. Tries to dribble around him. Good help side defense by Nichols. Trapped on the baseline. Timmerman taps it to Claxton. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Back to Timmerman. Quick shot, and it drops in. Timmerman now with 17. He has been so good inside. 7 of 8 from the field. He also has a 3. And actually will be Coastal basketball. I thought it was last touch by Johnson. McKelvey back into the game. Also, Chanticleers a good run to start this second half, but now scoreless in the last 2+ minutes. Coastal's actually outscored Winthrop.
Wow, 21 to 37 on the glass. 16 boards.
Plus 16. And keep in mind, the Chanticleers a good rebounding team. Talford with 2 hands.
Great call from Winthrop to get it to Talford on the block and ISO him. Nobody near him. Jimmy Nichols one-on-one. He spun on him.
Talford's such a special player. Chanticleers trying to answer, can't do it. Rebound to McKelvey. And now Harrison back to McMahon. Short. Nichols, bad pass in and out of the hands of Beasley. McMahon again, and hits this one. And Winthrop is on a roll again, back-to-back huge buckets, and a 13-point lead now for the Eagles, their largest lead of the
In a rhythm jump shot, you're just a better shooter. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a triangle and 2.
Talford trying to step through in the lane through a couple of defenders and lost it.
He drove right into the triangle.
35 left to play. Here from Conway, it's Winthrop on the road with the 10-point lead. Points, 7 of 8 from the field, including a 3-pointer, 6 rebounds, and what you've been talking about, I wish I had a telestrator so I could circle it.
Yep.
5-0 Rebs.
I mean, that's a heck of a game, and we still have 11 and a half to play.
Easily too short. Stats. To look down at the stats right now on our monitor and see offensive rebounds. 22 for Winthrop.
To 8.
22 to 8. Nichols has it tipped and stolen away, but Blackman gets it back. Little floater, nice shot on the baseline. Great touch by Blackman.
Nick Johnson had that ball. Shantz got lucky there, cut it to single digits.
Yeah, again, all these stats that we're talking about were thrown out there, but still Coastal only down 8. Harrison thought about it. Behind the back dribble, now hesitates, gives it in the corner. Shot missed by Doucette. Timmerman, offensive rebound.
Somebody on the bench said something, and technical foul. Jimmy Nichols will shoot a couple, and then we'll go back to point of interruption.
So Nichols makes another. So watch the top of your screen here.
There's the block.
Yeah.
I didn't see anything on the bench other than just they didn't like the call.
It could have been a coach. Again, there were so many players between us and the bench. I couldn't see who it was, but he pointed towards the bench. But, you know, Coach Prosser was there. His assistants were there. I mean, who knows who was exactly on, but he definitely pointed towards the Winthrop bench.
It's a big possession both ways. They got the double there.
6-point game, 10:45 to play.
It's 3 on Nichols, so that's 3 on Nichols, 3 on Easley, 3 on Ojiako. Winning a lot of money in Las Vegas, but not here.
Harrison getting a screen from Timmerman, turns it down and calmly hits the 3.
He baited Easley into that. He acted like he was going to go off the screen, and Easley went under the screen, and he stuck it.
Harrison averaging 10 points per game. He has 13. 2 3-pointers. Ojiako on the other. I mean, boom, you're done.
And
you're going to be whistled for the foul 100 times.
Ojiako's smart going right into his arms, too.
I get it. As a player.
Third guy with 3s. 3 fouls, excuse me.
How about this stat we just got handed? Winthrop averages 10 offensive rebounds per game. Today, 24 now.
Well, as a coach, I'm sure you talk about it every time. You got to stop talking about it because now you're back in the basketball game. Just do your thing. It's 12 and 7 for Ojiako today. 7 boards, 12 points.
7-point game, 10 minutes left to play. Doucette runs into Ojiako, turns it over. Abraham to Blackman. And he gets the layup. And Coastal not done yet, down 5, still plenty of time in this one.
Jealous wanted the and one on that one. Good job by Blackman to cross and try to draw a foul.
Harrison guarded by Easley, goes over the top of the screen. Same play, turns it down, now drives. High off the glass, can't get it to go. Rebound down to Coastal.
That was triangle and 2 again. Played in Troy.
Thanks to Daryl Orend, who's an incredible sports information director and also a really good statistician.
Absolutely. Yeah. Man-to-man for the shots.
Underneath to Timmerman, blocked by Ojiako, or by Nichols.
Couple seconds, takes it right to the rack and gets Harrison on the foul. Not a shooting foul. Only 14 fouls on Winthrop.
Blackman too short. Timmerman with the rebound.
Can't blame the young man. He's been on a roll lately. Triangle and 2 again.
Johnson left wide open, misses badly on the 3. Easily get a hand on it. Johnson steals it away.
The Eagles will go to the line 1-1.
Johnson, the transfer from New
Hampshire. Guys are playing today. Doesn't surprise me a bit.
Yeah, it's been a physical game, no doubt. Oh, misses the second as well. Free throws have been tough today for both teams. Winthrop now 5 of 12. Actually make it 5 of 13 after that last miss from the free throw line. Abraham picks up his dribble, finds Nichols. Nice left-hand hook shot.
Coastal's got a lot of guys on the bench getting a blow because the next dead ball under 8 seconds, they're going to get a timeout. So they just bought a bucket with that one.
Go on the bench with 3. Mentioned easily with 3, and now Nichols the first to get 4.
It's a 1-point basketball game. Shots 4 of their last 5 field goals good. No field goals last 231 for the Eagles. But they're going to the line.
Timmerman makes them both, and it's now a 3-point lead for Winthrop.
Pretty good possession because you get the timeout next dead ball. Trying to get it inside to Ojiako.
Easily to Granja. Too short on the 3. Blackman with the offensive rebound. And Ojiako with the 2-hand jam makes it a 1-point game.
Jealous can't believe the foul wasn't called against Blackman there on the shot attempt.
In the corner, Deuce set for 3, spins out easily with the rebound. And now Coastal's got a chance to take the lead. Coastal's last lead was at the 4-minute mark of the first half. For the lead, got it. What a run by the Chanticleers over the last 6 minutes in this game.
17 for Blackman.
Coastal now 6 for their last 8.
You know they want to go inside. You just can't foul them when they get it in there.
Winthrop has not hit a field goal in almost 4 minutes. Doucette trying to change that, spins in and out. Abraham's got it, coming back the other way for Coastal.
Time and score, young man. Time and score. Great
Easily
pass.
lobs it to Ojiako. Fadeaway jumper, no good. Tip misses.
That's a tough shot. Ball got on the floor and he had to take it and take that little fade.
And Cliff Ellis is livid on the sideline. That's going to be number 4 on Ojiako.
Got to leave him in now.
I have not seen Cliff this mad in a couple of years. Watch it again.
Look at it. Yeah, I don't know if he's in legal guarding position. Yeah, he took it in the chest, but
Doucette hits the 3, and the bench for Winthrop erupts.
you can't go out there haphazardly. You got to go out there and make him get off that line.
4-point lead for Winthrop. Granja trying to cut into that lead, can't do it. Ojiako, offensive rebound. Abraham, jumper, baseline, good.
Ojiako keeps it alive, finds the open man for a jumper.
Two-point game, 4.5 minutes left to play. Doucette hits another one.
Same place, same guy, same result.
20 points for Doucette.
He's really good. A great effort.
his season just flipped on its head in that North Carolina Central game.
Yep.
It's been a different player. Ever since. Shot clock down to 7. Harrison with 5 on the baseline, kicks it out. 2 seconds on the shot clock.
And when you let him get an offensive board, he's going to score.
Talford knocks it in, a 3-point play. Talford averaging 14 points per game, the team's leading scorer. Just 8 points tonight, make it 9 points after that free throw.
Well, because Timmerman's got 19.
Yeah. I mean, Harrison with 16, Doucette with 20, Timmerman with 19, and McMahon off the bench with 12. Easily hits a 3. Coastal trying to hang in there.
It's a great comeback. Got to get stops on the other end. Shots in his own.
Cliff Ellis yelled out 55.
Nope, I thought he's putting his hands up for zone. 55's man-to-man.
Again, a shot from the corner. Air ball. Nichols with the rebound. All the way to the other end. Tries up foul number 5. And he'll have to sit for the rest of this one with his team down 5.
What Chanticleers can do here is get a 3-point play with an N1. A foul and a layup, a foul and a power move. But you got to do it quickly.
Doucette, another big free throw, makes it a 7-point game.
Got to go quick. And you got to be careful to give him an open 3 at the end of the possession.
Harrison speeds it across the timeline. And like you said, just chewing up the clock here with 9. Your team hit 50%, 51% from the field. The opposing team hit about 38 or 39%, and you lost.
Shoot the ball well, you think you're going to win the game.
Especially by that much, right?
And all the misses, they got a huge percentage of their misses.
You know, and for Coastal Carolina, they've been trying desperately to find some three-point shooters. They've hit 11 today.
Yep. Find them on the roll.
Blackman blocked by Claxton, and the Eagles come away with it with 1:15 left to play and a 6-point lead.
Change the clock, 1:13.
All right, well, obviously a huge possession here for Coastal Carolina.
I still don't think it's time to bomb threes. You get an open one, fine. But get it inside, get an and one.
Abraham drives to the free throw line, gives it up to Easley. Works it back into the paint, lost it. Abraham for 3, and he knocks in a huge shot.
Everybody stared at Easley. They left Abraham alone.
3-point game, 55 seconds left to play.
You can play this one out. You don't have to trap. Coach Els is saying, no, play it straight. Got to get a miss, got to get a defensive board if you're the Shunts.
A costly turnover has turned this into a one-possession game.
Timmerman in there.
Harrison with 5. Finds Johnson, baseline with 1 second, lost it. Gets it up in time and rattles into 3.
They should review that. I thought they'd review it because it was close.
Meyer with 22 seconds left. Behind the...
They're not going to review it.
No doubt about it. Huge shot for Nick Johnson. Johnson averages 11 points per game, under his average with 7, but that could end up being the difference. We'll see. 17 seconds left, 3-point game after the free throw, and a steal by Meyer.
Meyer's got to make this to tie it, and then you got to play defense.
Free throws have been so difficult for Coastal. Can they hit this one to tie it? They can't. It rattles in and out. Ball is loose. Timberman with a hand on it. Nichols battling for it. And jump ball possession arrow will keep it with Coastal. And now Mark Prop.
Most importantly, you got to get it in bounds.
Coastal won it overtime in their last game against USC Upstate. Down to the wire here again. A chance to win it, down 1. 9 seconds left and a steal.
Interestingly, they're a great rebounding team on the offensive glass. They have nobody in the lane.
Today hits a big one here. He'll have another one. He's 5 of 6 today.
Coastal does not have to rush this. There's a lot of time. No, there's no pressure, so you got to get it and get in the front court as fast as you can and then find an open shooter.
They give it to Meyer.
Practice missing by crossing both of the guys, which would be Ojiako and Easley, to get a miss. Got to make the first one to make it happen, though.
And Meyer can't make it. Easley, though, gets the rebound. Kick out. Abraham at the buzzer. It is short.